How's it going, everybody? It's Frisbee Moonsong here. Yow! And as you can see, we have a deck list for you here today that has been working really well. We're quite pleased with it, and some people have been asking me to post this, and I know this is something that I bought just before YCS Leo ended, and I was quite chuffed with the buy, and I've been testing it at locals, and it's been kind of kicking ass. So I thought I would show the deck list. It's really budget friendly, so for anyone who's willing to do well in an event, I think this is something really cool you can pick up, and I'll just show you a quick deck list and one of the combos, and then we can go from there, and you guys can let me know what you think. So let's go straight up, because I know you guys want to see this really quickly. So we're going to start off with the engine of the deck. We're going to play 3 man with the mark. As you can see, this is obviously the Odion deck. 3 man with the mark, 3 Anubis, and 1 Scorpion for the monsters. Which I think you got to max out on all of this, especially because this is a pure build. This is not the Primite build. I think the Primite build is a bit pricier, but this is a more budget friendly that you guys can play. And we have the 1 terraforming and the 3 treasure of the kings. We're going to count terraforming as a 4th field spell. And then you play the 1 temple of the kings and 2 serpent and 2 swamp deity. 2 serpent is necessary because there's a combo you do going first, I think, and it's really strong. And we main deck the 1 verdict of Anubis, because I think going second, this can also be good because it kind of can wipe your opponent's board. So we kind of almost maxing out on the engine as much as we can, considering this is the main engine we play. And this deck is very much like a 1-card combo. You see any one of your starters and you just get to pop off. I will show you how the combo works. There's a spicy combo that we do for going first, that if you go first, you pretty much normally just win the game. But yeah, this is really good, really strong engine. Now we're gonna go for the non-engine, which is the rest of the deck. 3 Ash Blossoms, 1 Nib, 1 Heavenly Prison, because you can search it off granites. These are really good. Heavenly Prison is really strong, and it's really good for going first, especially. And we play the 1 Gamma, 1 Driver, because sometimes setting 5 pass and then having a Gamma in hand is kind of nice. You can maybe look to replacing these 4 Full Wallows, but I obviously don't have Full Wallows, so we go with what we got. But yeah, we only play very few hand traps in this deck, as you can see. Then going on to the spells, we have all our power spells, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Talents, 1 Called By, and we play 1 Reasoning. Now this is quite interesting because I know people are going to call level 4, but it does get like a bunch of traps in your grave, and people forget that the Anubis summon from grave shuffling back is not once per turn. So even milling a lot of your traps and milling an Anubis is really good because you just get free bodies on board to link climb, and it gives you more access to a lot of things that you'll see in the extra deck as we go on with the deck. Then we're going to have 3 Imperm. So Ash and Imperm are our only hand traps, and Gamma and Nib, I guess, if you want to count, you obviously count those, but these are the only hand traps we play. I don't think we're in a hand trap heavy format. Also, Imperm is not the best hand trap right now, but because of how you are playing this deck, it works really well. You don't use this as an interruption. You're mostly going to use it as a board breaker, so unless you know your opponent really has nothing and the Imperm stops them, then you Imperm. But if not, you just save it for your turn, which is really good. Then the regular traps, we're going to play 3 Karma Cannon because this is just insane. We're going to play 3 Solemn Strike because Strike is also insane. 2 Torrential Tribute. This is low-key really good. I mean, if we're looking at the format, I think board wipes are really strong, and this kind of throws people out of nowhere. It's really crazy, and like Karma Cannon plus Torrential or Torrential plus Strike or any like 2 combinations of these is just insane. And sometimes even going second, setting 5 and passing is just terrifying. And the last card in our main deck is Blackbird Laughs. This comes up so many times. It's really, as we can see, a lot of the recent structure deck, there's a good amount of people that bought it just for the Blackbird Laughs, so it's something to look into playing. Now if we go into our extra deck, you can see some of the spicy text we have here. We've got Divine Serpent Apophis at 2. This is like, I think it's mandatory at 2. You have Link Spider to go into some Link plays because your traps are normal monsters and your Links require effect monsters, which your Links will be SP Little Knight, IP Masquerena, Silhouette Rabbit, which is really important, and then Gorgon of Zilophonia. I think this is a very underrated card that's really good this format, and going into it with IP, or even going into it just going first or going second into a board is really good. Then we have for our rank 4s, we've got the Gallant Granite, the Tornado Dragon, the Baguska, and Dugaris. These are just like some of the best generic rank 4s, and the Granites obviously to search like Heavenly Prison and Nib. Then for the rest of our XZs, we've got Crisis and Typhon and Zeus, which I think is just generically good. Then we got the M7. This comes up a lot for getting back hand traps, getting back Man with the Mark, your Swamp Deities, your level 6. Your Divine Serpent is a level 6, your Scorpion is a level 6. There's a lot of stuff that like, there's a lot of easy ways to get into it, and it came up a lot. And then our last card that surprisingly came up a lot is Varudras, because your Heavenly Prison and your Anubis are level 10s, and considering that Anubis is not a once per turn summon, Varudras came up more than people would expect. So yeah, look into actually playing that. Then moving into the side deck, we will have the one Perulia, because we only had one. It was the first Trami I've ever gotten, and I was like, you know what, let me play it in the side deck anyway. And the rest of our side deck is pretty much board breakers. So we played 3 Dark Ruler, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Harpies, and 3 evenly matched. This was like our going second package. Going second, we always sided all 10 in, like pretty much all the time. Just siding 10 cards is crazy. And then for going first, we sided 1 Mistake, 1 Judgment, 1 Anti-Spell, 1 Different Dimensional Ground, and before the ban list we were playing Dimensional Barrier, but now it is Soul Drain, as you can see there, which can give us a good matchup against Fire King, and also give us a good matchup against Draco Tail. So that's something to look into playing. Now, if we go a little bit quickly into the combo, we can show you a quick combo here. All you need is at least some access to Man with the Mark and any card to set. So let's just go with Black Goat Laughs, just for the spice. The combo would be, this is now a really good combo to be able to get any trap from your deck to your hand. So you'll normal the Man with the Mark, and you are going to add the Treasure of the Kings. You're going to activate the Treasure of the Kings to set a Serpent from your deck. This is where like the second Serpent comes in. So you'll set the Serpent, you set the other card to make the search live, which you'll search for the brick in your deck, which is the Scorpion, and then you summon the Scorpion by banishing your Anubis. Now the Scorpion's effect will search you for the original Temple of the Kings, which allows you to activate a trap the turn it is set. So now coming in from this, you'll activate the Temple of the Kings, and then you'll activate the Apophis Serpent to summon itself and set the Swamp Deity from your deck. Now as you can see, draw can kind of hurt this combo depending on what you have in hand, as well as Imperm. So those are kind of like the 2 hand traps to look for. From here you are going to overlay these 2 into your Gallant Granite, because your trap is a level 4, and then Granite effect is going to detach the trap, usually, or Man with the Mark, and you're going to add the Lord of the Heavenly Prison. In this case, this will be your going first combo, and then you can link your last 2 monsters into your Silhouette Rabbit to get your last Serpent from your deck set onto the field, so that way you have your double negate with your Swamp Deities going into it, which is really, really strong. So this will be pretty much your end board, activating the Heavenly Prison to reveal. But this is where the combo gets kind of broken for going first. So as you can see, you have a random set card, you have your Swamp Deity for your negate, and you have the Divine Serpent. In this case, you can activate the Divine Serpent in your opponent's draw phase to summon and set your Swamp Deity. And the nice thing about this deck is that with the new rules quite a long time ago, is that they don't lock the zones now, even if they're still considered as traps. So you set the Swamp Deity, and Resolution, you're going to activate the effect of Heavenly Prison, which allows you to set any of your singular traps that you side deck, for example Anti-Spell, from your deck. And with the power of Temple of the Kings, you'll be able to activate your Anti-Spell immediately, giving you free just ways to stop your opponent. A mistake is really good against decks that like to search a lot, that could interrupt you. The anti-spell fragrance will be obviously good against Mitsurugi. You got your different dimensional ground for any decks that need their graveyard. You got the soul drain for Fire Kings and Draco Tails and stuff like that. So it's really good, and you still have your 1 negate here and your double swamp deity, and that only took 2 cards from hand. So you still have a good 3 cards in your hand, which allows you to go off a lot more in your next turn. And yeah, that's pretty much the main combo of the deck for going first. The rest of the stuff you kind of have to figure out in terms of playing instinctively, because it is very much a control deck. So in order to do well with it, you have to know how your opponent's deck plays. But that's pretty much the deck list. I just wanted to give a quick rundown because there's a lot of people who are excited. But let me know in the comments what you think. I've been playing this. It's been doing well against the meta, and I think it's a really good deck to pick up. Also, Imperm has not really played this format, so this deck is doing really good against that. And a lot of the hand traps that are played, even the Charmies, it does not really care about. And it does not hard lose to a Lightning Storm because it does have a negate for the Lightning Storm, which is really strong. As well as playing Torrential Tribute is really good, because the cool thing about Torrential Tribute is that the Man with the Mark protects all your Apophis monsters and himself from destruction. So Torrential Tribute will only wipe your opponent's board, and Karma Cannon also gives you a lot of like follow-up, because if you have these 2 on the field, you can Karma Cannon, and this sets your monster back into the spell trap zone to be able to be used next turn, which is really strong. So those are some things you can look at for going into the game in the future. And the deck's been really consistent, because even like the reasoning giving an extra starter, because just going into Silhouette Rabbit gives you a pop and a negate, which is really good. So let me know what you guys think. This is a deck I've been playing really well. I might try to see if I can get some recorded duels in the future with this, but I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And from me, Moonsong, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys. Yow!